Let's try to do this as quick as we possibly can. All right, what's up, LG family? It's another week. This is another Tuesday jump for y'all. This one, we're going to be talking about pay at TMC, the difference between cents per mile and percentage. So I want to get into this real quick. Try to dive into it as quickly as possible and not make a big long video about it. And yeah, so let's roll that intro. All right, first off, let me start off by saying, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. You're officially part of the LG family. That's right, you're one of us. Now, you don't have to subscribe to be a part of the LG family, but you'd be greatly appreciated if you did because it helps out the channel. So thanks a bunch. And for those of you that return week after week, I'm sorry. I know it's been a minute since I've done a Tuesday dump. I'm trying to get back on track. I will do better. I promise. All right. So in this week's video, what I figured I would do is I would talk about pay. It is the number one thing that I get asked about when it comes to TMC, and it's the number one thing that I see people messing up online all the time. There's just a lot of misinformation out there. So what we're going to do is I got the most current up-to-date pay charts from TMC explaining TMC Pay. So I'm going to break this down to you guys Barney style and tell you the difference between cents per mile and percentage. And then I'm going to explain why I think percentage is way better than cents per mile. All right, so first thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about cents per mile. It is the easiest. This is the trucking industry, that they always talk about cents per mile. You're going to see it all the time. It doesn't matter where you go. Most places, cents per mile. But for TMC, cents per mile, you're looking at 45 cents per mile for brand new drivers, and you're looking at 47 cents per mile minimum for experienced drivers. That could vary based on your experience, so it's a case-by-case kind of thing. But for new drivers after 6 months, you're looking at 47 cents. And then after that, it's pretty much tenured for you experienced and apprentice guys. Goes 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 48 months. And after 48 months of being at TMC, you're looking at 51 cents per mile. Why? I don't know. I mean, I've always thought that the cents per mile was an asinine thing, but for those of you that are into it and that's really what you want, I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't think this is for you. So we're gonna have to hit the road because cents per mile just doesn't make sense. All right, there's a lot of companies out there that offer more cents per mile starting off. So if that's truly, honestly what you want, don't waste your time. All right, personal, but I'm just saying. The other thing that TMC offers is they offer the percentage. All right. This obviously I know more about because I am percentage. I'm on line haul. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing for the 7 years that I've been with TMC. And yeah, so for new drivers, again, apprentice, new drivers, whatever way you want to look at it, you're looking at 26% starting out. And for you experienced drivers, you're looking at 27%. There is a caveat to that going on right now as of 2021. There are certain states that they are actually bumping up the minimum to 30%. I think it has something to do with freight lines. I'm not 100% sure. They kind of just surprised us with it, which is cool because I'm in Indiana and that's one of the states. Or I'll put it right here. I'll just put a list of the states that are actually starting at 30%. So if you happen to live in one of those states, start off at 30%. What do you think? Anyways, but percentage after that, it's not tenured. It's all based off of your performance. The more you do, the more you put in, the harder you work, the more you're going to get paid. And it's true. I've seen brand new trainees that have come out of my truck personally that are making more than guys that have been here for 10 plus years. It's honest, not BSing you. I'm being honest with you. It's just the truth. Now I know TMC likes to say that. What is that little chart they got going on? An achievable. They're saying it's achievable after your first month to be making 32%. Is it achievable? Hell yeah, it's achievable. I just don't think for those that like to go home. If you're like myself and you like to go home every weekend, especially being new, I don't think you're going to make 32% right off the bat. For those of you that want to run, though, want to get out there, kick some ass, and make some money, 32%, it shouldn't be a problem. All right. just being honest with you guys. I'm not a recruiter, just another driver. Just wants to help put out some honest information. All right. And yeah, so when I say performance, and what I mean by performance is there's a couple different ways the TMC looks at your percentage. All right. Percentage at minimum, you're looking at 26% to a max of 34%. And that's as a company driver. All right. After your first year with TMC, then your minimum goes up to 27% anyways, especially for new drivers. So again, your minimum is going to be 27% after 1 year, a max of 34%. I personally sit at 33%, but it's going to vary from driver to driver. Again, depending on what you want to put in. If I was running, I think I could be making a lot more, but it's whatever. The percentage is, like I keep saying, it's based off of your performance. Some of the things they look, or some of the performance that they're talking about, right? We're talking about revenue. What are you bringing to the truck? Because in percentage, that's what's important. It's not about your mileage. It's about how much money you bring into the truck. All right. The max the TMC is looking at for revenue wise is $4,100. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's achievable during the winter. And anyone says otherwise, you're full of it, because it is achievable. I've seen it firsthand. All right, you can do it. It's not that hard. But if you're maxing out $4,100 a week to the truck, you're gonna get max out points for that. The same with your miles per gallon, right? The higher your miles per gallon, you're getting more mileage per gallon. You're going to get more points for it. And the best thing is we're switching to autos. I know everyone keeps talking about, oh, I want to be able to shift. No, you don't. I don't care who you are. No, you don't. Shut up. Shut your mouth. When you start paying for a chiropractor because you're shifting all the time, you're an idiot. The autos is the way to go. Just going to be real with you guys. Autos are awesome. Hate me if you want. I don't care. I'm part of the auto gang. But the autos, they do that for me. They do all the shifting for me. All right. I don't have to worry about my miles per gallon, because unless I'm idling all the time, always running my truck, which I'm not, I don't have to worry about that. All right. And then you're out of route. TMC is going to dispatch you on a load. And then how far out of those dispatch miles are you going? That's the difference of your out of route. Again, if you keep it low, you don't have to worry about it. And then you got other things too. You got appearance. Everyone talks about the appearance of TMC trucks. Yes, we want clean trucks. Who wants to live in a dirty house? I don't want to live in a dirty house. I don't imagine you do. But if you do, you ain't working here. That's for sure. And then CSA. Don't mess up. Don't be a stupid driver. You get points. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You got any endorsements, passports, hazmat, all that stuff. We're going to give you extra points. It's easy. You just got to be here and you get points. I'm telling you right now, it just blows my mind. If you haven't noticed by this point, it's just so freaking simple. And that's how the percentage program works. I think it's pretty simple. I think I broke it down pretty Barney style, right? And what's cool about it, right, is, again, you start off as a brand new driver. You start off at 26%. And then after a month of being here, you could be up to 29, 30, 31%. It's achievable. You can do it. I promise you can. It's not that hard. And say you have a bad week. Stuff happens. Everyone has a crappy week or a bad month, right? So say your next month, you're not hitting those points like you did to get to the 31%. Guess what? TMC is not taking your 31% away from you. You worked for it. You got it. You achieved it. And you had a bad month. No one's going to fault you for it. That's not what TMC is here for. They're not here to nickel and dime you like everyone keeps thinking, all right? That's not what they do. If you have a bad month, they're not going to penalize you for it. You still get to keep your 31%. Now, if you have 2 bad months, well, that's more or less on you. And so then your percentage is going to go back down. But it's very rare. Like, I've been with TMC for quite a few years now. So, I'm at 33% without even trying. I'm pretty lazy. I don't know if you guys have noticed that in my vlogs, but I'm kind of a lazy driver, but I'm still making 33%. So it's all achievable stuff. I just don't understand why people don't get that. It's just based off of your performance. So if you have a crappy work ethics, then maybe don't come here too. All right. Just saying. All right. So I'm going to do some math with you guys real quick. All right. I'm going to kind of explain cents per mile and percentage and why I think percentage is way better than cents per mile. I'm going to do a little bit of math. I'm going to blow your brains. It's going to be crazy. Watch this. All right. So say you got a load. I don't know if I'm going to just say it or if I'm going to put the math here. Say you got a load that's 1,000 miles. You got a load. I'm just going to use easy numbers. Makes sense. You got a load that's 1,000 miles. And you're an apprentice or new driver. So you're going to start off at 45 cents a mile. Right? So you drive 1,000 miles at 45 cents a mile, that equals $450. Simple enough, right? However, that 1,000 miles in percentage world, that pays $2,000 to the truck. Ooh, right? You're at 26% of that, of $2,000. You're looking at $520. So already, right off the bat, your percentage is making more than your cents per mile. And that's still not taking in, maybe you got to tarp the load, stuff like that, right? But we're just talking about brand new drivers. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, now you've been with the company for 48 months, right? You put in your time, you put in your tenure, you're at 48, you've been at here for 48 months. So now your cents per mile is up to 51 cents, right? Still got the same load, 1,000 miles, right? You're still looking at $510. However, if you looked at the brand new guy who just started out at 26% that 48 months ago, right? He already made $520, and that's just starting out 48 months ago. Weird. So you've been here for 48 months and you still haven't even caught up to that brand new driver. So now let's compare that, right? And I don't know, we'll still say $2,000, right? $2,000, and now you're up to, at 48 months, you should definitely be up to 33%. Come on now. It's easy. 33% of that $2,000, that's already $660. Again, percentage just outdid cents per mile. Here's the other thing, though. I'm going to drop a little nugget of knowledge on y'all. All right. All these loads that truck companies haul, these are all contracts. Companies compete with each other, right? They compete with each other to see who can undercut who or who can get more, and this and that, whatnot. And one of the things about TMC, you'll see about truck companies, right, is everything's based off of the truck company's performance. Your CSA score is based off of your company performance, so on and so forth. So the better your company performs, the more your company can charge, right? So it's been 48 months, that 1,000-mile run, still the same run. Say you paid $2,000 48 months ago, but now it's already come up for contract. TMC said, hey, look, we're awesome. Your load's making it on time. You know, we're not damaging your stuff. We're not, your stuff isn't getting damaged. We haven't been hitting stuff. We're definitely not Western Express. So look at us. We're phenomenal. And the customer's like, you know what? That's right. You guys have been on point. I'm going to pay you more. So now all of a sudden that load after 48 months is paying $3,000. It's still 1,000 miles. That hasn't changed, but now the amount the customer is paying, or the amount the TMC is charging, the amount that load is paying you out as a driver is now up to $3,000, and that's 33% of $3,000. That's $990. However, if you were cents per mile after 48 months, you're only making $510. You're literally almost making $500 less. Have I got my point across yet? Is it starting to sink in yet? Is everyone starting to understand what the hell I'm talking about? Right? Cents per mile is just doo-doo. You want percentage. Percentage is off the chain. It's amazing. It's the reason why there's only 2 drivers in line haul in the entire company of TMC in line haul that are cents per mile. Everyone else is percentage. You cannot tell me that cents per mile is going to pay out better than percentage. It's just not possible. Not going to happen. You're delusional. Get off the drugs. You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just being honest with you guys. Simple math. All right. So keep that in mind. It's all performance based. You get out what you put in. Any questions? I don't see any hands raised. All right. But no, seriously, if you guys do have any questions, comments, anything, leave them down below. All right. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I do answer comments. So just leave them down below. I'm going to answer you guys. I'm truthful. I'm honest. I'm not a recruiter. I'm just me, just an average driver at TMC who happened to make a YouTube channel for whatever apparent reason, because I'm nuts. And I just want to be helpful, put out information, and so on and so forth. And in the future, if percentage pay, anything, I will, as years go on, TMC starts paying more, whatnot, I'll, put out updated videos for you guys and keep you guys as current as I possibly can. But other than that, I think I've done enough rambling. I think I've done enough explanation. And catch you guys all and the next Tuesday. Later.